Alright, so first and foremost, I want to give a praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Harakat, Hakodash, who do belongs to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who taught us his truth. Shalom to you, Akim, that push the word across the four corners of this globe without truth and sincerity, Bashem, Harakat, Hakodash. And pretty much, here we are with it, man. You know what I'm saying? How day by day, Yahweh Shem outside, he continues, to show more and more evident, that his word is faithful and true. And, it's no coincidence that, here it is, in today's day and time, in the year of 2022, it's like the so-called 2022, in the year of Yahweh Shem outside turning up. You're seeing more and more of these, advertisements, more and more of these, like articles and headlines, all surrounded by what? All surrounded by the MOTB, and making it, and pushing it, towards the masses in a, convenient type manner, and like like how, pretty much convenient it is, to have such a device, implanted, under your skin, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, our elders and apostles, starting with our elder apostle Tahar, for decades has been pushing, what the MOTB, truly is, for years now, man. And truly, man, there is no excuse for our people, man. There is no more excuse for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because see, even when you see articles like this, and you check the comments, majority of the people are woken up to this thing, man. They're woken up to this thing, and they ain't, like having it, man. They all up in the comments, quoting, quoting Revelation, 13:16, man. And just, saying, how this is the MOTB, this and that, Well, ultimately, it's a spirit of prophecy, that the Lord, is pushing upon the world, man. But mainly, through his servants, the prophets, But really, though, there's really, no excuse, man. Because everybody and their mama knows, this type of device, and what it is, they truly know what it is. And, a lot of people, don't know, or are thinking, what's the word, they're like anticipating the fact of how, truly convenient, how this thing really is, but here it is, in this article right here, I'm not gonna read the headline, but pretty much, this is promotion, and how, more and more convenient people are gonna try to, find this thing, so, but as you can read the headlines, the reasons why to see hip, your kids, you know what I'm saying, and matter of fact, I'll go ahead and get the precept. This is Revelation 13. Verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. See, right now it's all cute and, advertising, promotion, this and that. But we already understand that this devil's gonna have it to be made, with all, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, and we're seeing, in this article right here, how this is, the small right here, the kids, or the children, you know what I'm saying? But matter of fact, yeah, I'll just go ahead and and read the article. This is human implant technologies will soon become a commodity. A blog post published on the World Economic Forum's website last week suggests arguing that there are solid rational reasons for C-hipping children with location trackers. The author, Vice President R&D of the Inter-University Microelectronics Center, Kathleen Phillips, argues that augmented reality technology has the ability to transform society and individual lives, and despite sounding scary, will undergo the same natural evolution as wearable tech. Hearing aids or glasses no longer carry a stigma; they are accessories and are even considered a fashion item. Likewise, implants will evolve into a commodity, she wrote. Like this type of dystopia type shit, you know, like and Esau shows you that in his like predictive programming, like movies and video games, where it's like a society of like an example a video game, Cyberpunk 2077 some shit, or movies like Blade Runner, people like walking around with fucking implants, and everything around them is all like holographic, and just like that whole like sci-fi type reality, and and like the way how Issa tries to make it like an aesthetic, like pleasing, like how cool it may seem, to live this type of lifestyle, which ultimately, see, and like slowly but surely, we're like already seeing this type of thing now, everybody's all caught up in the, with the VR headsets, the fucking, what is it, and dealing with these C-hips, some people, already have them implanted in their skins, or like this, this new article, on where this, this Tesla owner, he wired his Tesla, to, his thing, to his C-hip, to where, he can just literally just like walk up to the door, and the door like can like unlock itself type shit, and pretty much how like the whole, and that's where the, the whole Internet of Things really comes from, because see, within this, this grain of rice, it already has an internet on it, man. So that's why they talk about things like like Elon Musk. He was talking about streaming music by just making a thought, and what else, like searching up the internet by just like making a thought, man, and pretty much this is Esau, using his blessing, to imitate, the spiritual power, pretty much, man, imitating, on what's, really coming down, for the children of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? But see, and the thing is, a lot of our people are getting ready, to just, to just really, like not even like before, that's like not even, like after Esau comes down with that pressure to force you to take it. A lot of our people are just gonna willingly take this, man. Because just somehow the thought on how convenient it is, I'm gonna carry my phone type shit, my wallet everywhere I fucking go, all I gotta do is fucking wave my hand, like I don't have to fucking, touch the door when I walk in my house, you know what I'm saying, and they're gonna be enticed by that, by that, how convenient it sounds, or, fucking streaming music with, with the thought, and they're gonna be, ultimately deceived, and they're gonna take that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see, in this right here, I'm gonna go back to the point. But I'm gonna keep reading. This is you're right. Phillips believes an augmented society is more or less inevitable, and that the real question is how it will be regulated. The limits on implants are going to be set by ethical arguments rather than a scientific capacity. As an example of such ethical regulation, the author points to this question of whether or not children should be implanted with C-hips. There are solid, rational reasons for it, like safety, she writes, noting that for some it might be a bridge too far. And see, the way how Esau, he like promotes his shit is through like gradualism, because um, um, like dealing with like pets and dogs and whatnot. Esau promotes these C-hips, to have them implanted, in your pets. They tell you about safety, so you want to lose your pet anywhere they go, this and that, you know. But see back then, like the thought of putting it upon a person, was like yo, like that's like too fucking far. But here it is, it's so-called 2022. It's not too far fetched no more. The more and more people, are seeing how quote unquote convenient it is to them. So they're just going to go right ahead, and just pretty much like go all for it, and accept it. But that goes to show you how how deceiving, how Esau can just bring forth his deception, and like he's not gonna give you the whole thing up front, but he just gonna slowly, like gradually, make you accept it. Same thing with the I forgot it, the juicy juices, like more and more people. Just like I remember, like the first time the juicy juices was being like rolled out, and like people were just skeptical at first, but then gradually more and more people just fucking like ended up taking. As an example of such ethical regulation, the author points to the question of whether or not children should be implanted with C-hips. There are solid, rational reasons for it, like safety. She writes, nothing that for some it might be a bridge too far. As for who will oversee the ethics governing the use of technologies, Phillips states that ethics should not be preached from an academic ivory tower. Yeah, I'm gonna just like skip a couple paragraphs to get to the juicy parts. Meanwhile, World Economic Forum chief Klaus Schwab has previously suggested there will soon be a so-called fourth industrial revolution, which will lead to a fusion of our physicality, with our physical, lead to a fusion of our physical, digital, and biological identity. To where everything about you is tied in within this grain of rice, man. No more have to carry your socials, your birth certificates, or your credentials, like your fucking ID, who you are. That's why these softwares and platforms, these applications on your phone, like TikTok, or these social media, just constantly gathering information on who you are, studying you, for all these years upon years of studying you, so that that they can just like wire it all into this grain of rice, for you, for each and every single person, man. And this is what Klaus Schwab was talking about with this this fourth industrial revolution, into a fusion of our physical, digital, and biological identity. So like he's like constantly pushing, this image, on, to really try to, deceive the people, man. Enticing you, just saying, oh, look how convenient this type of lifestyle is, and soon, you know, it's going to happen, But see, this is the vision that the Apostle John saw, that was revealed to him in the Isle of Patmos, man. Try to read it again. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, And just recently, well, not just recently, but we kind of, your boy Biden, he signed that executive order with 14067, which I believe, on dealing with all digital assets, to just be, the main source of income. It's gonna be no more cash. Just this new form, of digital currency is just gonna be the new wave, man. By December 13th. You know what I'm saying? And we all know how what's that getting ready to lead into, man. The mass implement. You can see the only way to function, to access these, these digital currencies, is going to be ultimately through what, you have to bend the knee, and comply into taking, these C-hips in order for you to buy or sell, to pay bills, to continue, being, amongst the society, man. And that's gonna cause great uproar, man. Like just watch, when niggas can't, the average niggas can't fucking, flaunt their paper money no more. All up in the music videos, fucking, spreading their money in their arms and shit. All these, these fucking rich millionaires, when all the, when fucking everything just hits fucking reset, and everything is all tied into, is all tied into the new system, by taking this grain of rice, in order to continue, accessing your funds, your pretty much your money and, all that, man, and see, and this was going to happen, man, and all these other nations are falling in line, like a domino effect, and this, and this is the plan the whole time, man, to fucking crash these people's economy, and provide this solution right here, this MOTB, man. You know what I'm saying? But see, right now, it's being made like a promoted like a, in like convenience of how cute it is. But very soon, this is gonna be made fucking mandatory, man. It's not gonna be cute as it is now, man. Like Sweden, just like, the people in Sweden, in like every type of like a news article, like a commercial, they're just always showing them how happy they are, with their C-hips, fucking walking through the doors without touching them and shit, buying and selling and shit, But see, this type of, a reality is getting ready to be made, an actual lifestyle, and it's not gonna be pretty, man. A lot of Jake is gonna be bugging the fuck out. Camps that was, like not, telling the people to hold skinny, lying to their congregation, telling them, like what it, that, the MOTB is fucking sleeping with white women, this and that. Jake is gonna be, fucking bugging out, man. Fucking like bugging out, man. It's gonna be riots, and fucking mass homelessness because of people not being able to pay unless, they have this thing, and people gonna be denying this thing, it's gonna be really bad out here, man. But this is all according to prophecy, man. Yahweh Shemiyasah is going to use Esau to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, man, to receive this thing in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for his number of a man, and his number is 666. And this is the time, man. This is, the elites, whole grand scheme for centuries, and we're seeing it come to fruition, in these last days, man. Which ultimately, this is Yahweh Shemiyasah's plan, man, to separate those from the chosen, man. You can see only the elect are going to stand bold, and as it's written, overcome, this man's mark, this man's, image, man, and overcome this whole, this whole beast, man, But, your comment, that's basically the main points that I want to bring up for this lesson, man. And I'll leave the link to the article in the description. It's Lord willing that all your brothers and sisters find edifying. Let's take some. I say shalom.